I used to see Islam through a lens clouded by misconception. My understanding was shaped by the media I consumed, which often painted a picture of conflict and extremism. The headlines I read were filled with words that built a barrier, a wall that separated me from truly understanding the essence of the faith. Headlines screamed of conflict and extremism, building a wall of words between me and understanding. Each article, each news report, seemed to reinforce a narrative of fear and division. It was as if the media had constructed a fortress of misinformation, and I was trapped inside, unable to see the reality beyond. My own knowledge felt limited, shaped by the narratives I consumed rather than lived experiences. I realized that my understanding was superficial, based on second-hand information rather than personal encounters. I was like a person trying to understand a vast ocean by looking at a single drop of water. I was skeptical, holding on to preconceived notions that did little to illuminate the truth. My skepticism was a shield, protecting me from the discomfort of challenging my own beliefs. But deep down, I knew that this shield was also a barrier, preventing me from seeing the world in its true light. Then, an opportunity arose, an assignment to delve into the heart of the Muslim world. It was a chance to go beyond the headlines, to see for myself what lay behind the wall of words. I felt a mix of excitement and apprehension, knowing that this journey could change everything I thought I knew. It was a chance to go beyond the headlines, to encounter the human face of a faith often obscured by prejudice. I was eager to meet people, to hear their stories, and to understand their lives. I wanted to see the world through their eyes, to experience their joys and struggles, and to find the common humanity that connects us all. With a mix of apprehension and curiosity, I embarked on a journey that would forever change my understanding of Islam. As I boarded the plane, I felt a sense of anticipation, knowing that I was about to step into a world that was both familiar and unknown. I was ready to challenge my assumptions and to open my heart to new experiences. Little did I know I was stepping into a world brimming with beauty, wisdom, and a profound sense of peace that challenged my every assumption. The vibrant markets, the serene mosques, and the stunning landscapes all spoke of a rich and diverse culture. I began to see the beauty in the everyday lives of the people I met, and I realized that my previous understanding had been limited and incomplete. I was about to learn that faith, like life itself, is best understood not through words alone, but through the transformative power of genuine human connection. It was in the smiles, the conversations, and the shared moments that I found the true essence of Islam. This journey taught me that understanding comes from the heart, and that the walls we build with words can be torn down by the simple act of reaching out to one another. Stepping off the plane in Marrakesh, a wave of sensory impressions washed over me. The warm air, tinged with the scent of spices and the distant hum of the city, felt like a welcoming embrace. As I walked through the airport, I could feel the excitement building up inside me. This was a place I had only read about, and now I was here, ready to explore its wonders. The air buzzed with the sound of a language I didn't understand, Arabic words flowing like a melodic river around me. It was both disorienting and fascinating, a reminder of the rich cultural tapestry that makes up this city. The scent of exotic spices hung heavy in the air, a tantalizing mix of cumin, cinnamon, and saffron that teased my senses. Each stall seemed to tell a story, with vendors proudly displaying their vibrant wares. The vibrant colors of the marketplace, from the deep reds of the textiles to the shimmering golds of the jewelry, were a feast for the eyes. Everywhere I looked, there was something new and beautiful to discover. The intricate geometric patterns adorning ancient mosques were a testament to the city's rich history and architectural brilliance. Each design seemed to hold a secret, a piece of the past waiting to be uncovered. The melodic call to prayer echoing through the bustling streets, it was a world away from the sterile images I'd encountered in news reports. The sound was soothing, a reminder of the spiritual heart of the city. I found myself drawn to the warmth and hospitality of the people. Their smiles were genuine, their greetings heartfelt. It was clear that they took pride in their city and were eager to share it with visitors. Shopkeepers greeted me with smiles, their eyes crinkling at the corners, eager to share a cup of sweet mint tea and stories of their lives. Their warmth made me feel at home, even in a place so far from my own. Eager to share a cup of sweet mint tea and stories of their lives, they made me feel like a part of their community. The tea, with its refreshing taste and soothing aroma, was a symbol of the hospitality that defines Marrakesh. Language barriers melted away in the face of genuine human connection. In those moments, I realized that despite our differences, we all share a common humanity. It was a powerful reminder of the beauty of travel and the connections it fosters. One of the most profound experiences that began to chip away at my skepticism was witnessing the daily ritual of prayer. 5 times a day, the call to prayer, the adhan, would ring out, a haunting and beautiful melody that seemed to weave its way into the very fabric of life. At first, it was simply an exotic sound, a backdrop to the unfamiliar landscape. But as I observed people from all walks of life, shopkeepers pausing their trade, students laying down their books, mothers hushing their children, I began to understand the deeper significance. It was a moment of collective surrender, a humbling reminder of a power greater than themselves. One evening, I found myself invited to break the Ramadan fast with a local family. I sat cross-legged on a richly woven rug, surrounded by the warmth of their hospitality. The aroma of spiced lamb, tagine and sweet dates filled the air, but it was the conversation that truly nourished me. We spoke of family, of faith, of our hopes and dreams for the future. They shared their personal stories of Islam, not as a rigid dogma, but as a way of life, a source of comfort and guidance. I realized that beneath the surface of our perceived differences lay a shared humanity, a common ground of love, compassion, and the search for meaning. Section 5. The Desert Sky, a Canvas of Faith. Venturing into the Sahara Desert, I found myself surrounded by an immense expanse of sand and sky. The silence was profound, broken only by the whisper of the wind. It was here, under the canopy of a million stars, that I truly began to grasp the concept of Tawhid, the oneness of God. The vastness of the desert mirrored the immensity of creation, evoking a sense of awe and humility. I felt a sense of interconnectedness, a recognition that we are all part of something far greater than ourselves. Section 6. Beyond the Veil, Glimpses of Inner Strength. Meeting strong, independent Muslim women challenged my preconceptions about Islam and women. I encountered doctors, teachers, entrepreneurs, women who embraced both their faith and their ambitions. Their stories were testaments to resilience, faith, and the pursuit of knowledge. They challenged my assumptions, revealing the diversity of experiences within the Muslim world and the empowering aspects of Islam that had been obscured by my own limited understanding. Section 7. The Power of Shared Stories. From the bustling souks of Marrakesh to the tranquil courtyards of ancient mosques, I found myself drawn to the power of stories. Elders shared tales of wisdom and faith passed down through generations, their words imbued with the weight of history and tradition. These stories, like bridges across time and culture, allowed me to connect with the heart of Islam, to understand its teachings not as abstract concepts, but as lived experiences that had shaped the lives of millions for centuries. Section 8. Finding faith in unexpected places. Through acts of kindness, moments of shared laughter, and the simple beauty of everyday life, I found myself slowly dismantling the wall of skepticism I had built. Islam was no longer a distant concept confined to headlines. It was a living, breathing faith woven into the fabric of people's lives. In the smiles of children, in the compassionate acts of strangers, in the quiet moments of reflection during prayer, I glimpsed the true essence of Islam, a message of peace, compassion, and submission to a higher power. Section 9. A Journey Home, a World Transformed. Returning from my journey, I carried with me more than just souvenirs and photographs. I carried memories, experiences, and a profound sense of enlightenment. Each item I unpacked was a reminder of the people I met, the stories I heard, and the lessons I learned. I carried a transformed understanding of Islam and a renewed faith in humanity. The smiles, the kindness, and the hospitality I encountered were beyond what words could describe. The world, once painted in shades of black and white, now shimmered with nuance and complexity. Every face in the crowd told a story. Every market stall held a piece of history, and every street echoed with the sounds of diverse cultures coexisting. My journey into the heart of Islam was also a journey into myself, a deep introspection that peeled back layers of ignorance and prejudice. It was a spiritual awakening, a realization that the essence of faith transcends rituals and doctrines, a stripping away of prejudice to reveal a deeper truth, a truth that is simple yet profound. That beneath the surface of our perceived differences lie the common threads of humanity that bind us together. These threads are woven with love, compassion, and a shared desire for peace and understanding. It is in recognizing and honoring this shared humanity that we can build bridges of understanding and create a more compassionate and just world for all. By embracing our differences and celebrating our commonalities, we pave the way for a future where unity and peace prevail.